Yo, what's up everybody? This is of course your favorite crypto enthusiast LL here, and today we are going to be talking about the next big upcoming and emerging metaverse projects out there which you should definitely look into. And obviously metaverse has been a big hot subject right now. Everybody's talking about it. Obviously Facebook announced their rebrand into Meta, announced their own metaverse project, and then we have a lot of existing metaverse projects like Sand pumping up quite a lot in the last 7 days, and also Mana. These two are the ones that you probably hear the most about, and I would argue that they are kind of already reaching their max caps. I mean, there's still room to grow, but not as high potential as some of these other alternatives. And in terms of Sandbox, I really recommend still participating on the upcoming land sales, because there's a lot of flipping to be done there from holding and etc. A lot of value, but Mana has obviously already distributed all of their lands already. But what are some of the other projects you should definitely look into right now? And what I need to understand or pitch in to the people who are looking into metaverses, like what's the kind of the dealio here? And this kind of comes from the media mix, or as some people call synergy marketing. And Japan is like kind of known from this. They kind of implemented the strategy where they would like do games, they would do anime, and then they would like bring in the music labels in and promote, songs as opening themes in these games or anime basically. And this would be known as synergy marketing, or media mix as they like to call it in this article. And that's what metaverse basically is. Once you bring in already existing brand inside of the game, you're not just promoting that artist, but you're also promoting your platform. And that gives this sort of ability to basically grow your metaverse project immensely in the future as you bring more and more people in, as it is integratable and people can customize their things so well. And that's going to be kind of like the future, and obviously gaming, play to earn, all of these elements are very important. But let's jump into our first project in the list, and I'm not going to be spoon-feeding you all the information. There's a lot of videos, a lot of research to be done, and that's why I have all the links down below so you can look into these yourself and do more of a rundown. So Polka City is, they actually released a video not too long ago, and this is currently on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, their token, but I think they are obviously planning to release on Polkadot or something, or maybe they're just kind of like picky riding on that branding. I'm not completely sure. And they have already like a couple of videos already out, as I said, about their project. There's also existing roadmap, and I think they have an upcoming sale as well. And there's a lot of things that go into this. Like in every metaverse project, they are usually pretty vast. There is land assets, normal assets, there's tokens, and you have to really think which of those three assets is the best to hold. Most of the time, I would argue that the land assets are the most valuable, more valuable than the token or the independent NFTs inside the game, unless those are generating revenue. But most of the time, the one that is generating revenue for you or value will be that actual land asset. And I think Polka City might be one of these more lower cap, but I would also argue that it's not the most impressive metaverse project that I've seen. And there's also an audits for this one, but I don't remember if they actually have a transparent team we have to look into. Well, they do. So this is another one you definitely want to look into. I think they have their token right now, which already peaked, and now it's kind of like on downtrend. It's a good time to enter basically, or wait more till it dumps lower. But another one to basically look into. But let's move into our second candidate here, which is called Lunaverse. And this is also in the very early stages. No sales as of right now, only just a one video showcasing the world, which is going to build it on the real world. And this is going to be on Terra blockchain, if you didn't already guess from the name. And there's already one video going into all of these things. And here they kind of explain a bit about the 3D models, the version 1. They right now have a light paper which you can look into. There's going to be obviously all the development stages where the Terra protocols are integrated into the Lunaverse. And there's like navigation, and there's a lot of different things. And this is very early on, okay, guys? This is very early on in the earliest stages. So we only have one gameplay, but there's no token, there's no sale yet. There's some 3D screenshots here, and let's see if we can play this video. here's a bit of a like an actual landscape of everything. And I think it's also very nice to have things that are kind of like imagined after the real world and buildings that exist there. So that's kind of cool. You can have a party at the White House or something else we want to do. But like, as I said, this is on the very earliest stages, and you can still enter into it and be part of it. So as you can see, the NFTs are going to be launching this December or February. So between that time frame, we're probably going to see the first sale of this. And there's no other projects on Luna, as far as I know. Random Earth, which is the current, go-to-go marketplace, they are doing some type of a metaverse thing. Not sure exactly what, but that's something to definitely look into. But if you're a Luna fan, Lunaverse is definitely something you want to check out. Then we have Isotile, and this I already did a video about, so if you want a bit more larger breakdown, go there. And this is kind of serving like a bit of like a 3D Habbo hotel. And basically, you can have avatars, like they have brought implementation of like your 2D art, which you can put on your homes. Everybody gets one free room. You can buy a larger room, and basically you can place in your art, which are all approved. Not all of them are approved, but you have to like, which ones are approved, you can basically place into the game. Then you have even 3D models like the Moon Cats, and also these 3D models of Space Punks as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's not Space Punks, sorry, Crypto Punks. If you own one of them, you will be getting your free 3D model inside Isotile as well. And you should also be able to redeem your Moon Cats. This is also kind of like low-key early stages. They have done their Genesis Avatar sale. There's no max supply on the houses and the rooms, which may not be making them a very good investment. There's some other assets which you can basically buy out in the marketplace right now. It is very lowly priced, and you can basically buy them really cheap in case you believe they're going to be in the future. There's no tokens as of right now. Those might be releasing in the future. DAO, things like these. And it's a very promising project because you're going to be needing different types of art styles, which are going to be supporting different types of NFT assets out there, because there's 2D art, there's 3D models, there is pixel art, and all of these kind of need their own platform where they work out the best. And speaking of pixel art, we have the GachaVerse by Aavegotchi. And this is basically, they just had a week ago basically a sale for their initial lands, and there's going to be like I guess we could call it an RPG game based on that I've looked into. I haven't done a very deep dive into GachaVerse, but I did buy a land, and I'm currently in profit, and we can watch a bit of a clips of the video here. And you can do all types of stuff. I've been investing Aavegotchi also in like last year, and here's a bit of about the map. So let's wander back. So around this red area here is basically sold out. There's going to be a multiple different, so maybe we're talking about a quarter of that citadel is basically sold out. And there's still a lot of things which are going to be sold out. And here's a bit of a gameplay. I think you're going to be collecting different assets here. You can build your own thing. And I think there's going to be a PvP system here, as you can see, battles and different things like these. And there's definitely demand for a pixel-based game out there. And Aavegotchi can definitely fill in that void and basically bring all those like 8-bit projects in. If they're going to be planning to do a lot of collaborations, that is. But Aavegotchi, not too late to get in. Next up, we have Aether. And we also did a video about Aether City on the channel. So in case you want to check it out, you can definitely do that. And this is a project on Ethereum. And it's basically these sort of like a pixel, well, not exactly pixel, like hexagonal, units that you own on these buildings. And you can basically generate revenue through them. There's kind of a lot of things that are in the pipeline and in the implementation as of right now. It's still kind of on its early stages, but it was started back in like 2018 or something, and now it's been revived basically, or was it 2019? Well, whatever. And there has been a lot of like kind of nice price growth on the initial real estates that you can basically do. And inside, in the future, you can basically build in your own gallery or hub or room, basically, and you can decorate it with art. We have kind of seen a couple of those assets as I've shown on the initial video. And there is going to be perhaps a sale for new lands happening in like 6 months or something. I don't remember the exact date. So this is definitely not too late to basically get into. and it's, you know, one of those early projects, and that's why it's been gaining a lot of value, like Mooncats and CryptoPunks. So that's sort of like NFT archaeology, which we have kind of talked about a very little on the channel. Could be a very big element, you know, knowing price growth in some of these projects. Next up, we have a project on Solana called NextVerse, and this is actually rebranded into Tokyo Space Society. They also have a video somewhere on their social media, and they supposed to have an NFT sale, but it turned out there was a bit of plagiarism, and they went back to the drawing board and basically went back to working on their initial NFT assets. Also, there will be like this sort of a 3D lands that you will be getting if you're going to be buying one of these initial NFTs. And the video that I saw the trailer actually looked, you know, kind of decent. It's nowhere near here on the page though, which is kind of sad because they should probably, you know, kind of shill it. And it's like a, you know, cyberpunk style city, and you can have your own building and like, you know, own shilling like billboards and stuff like that. But, you know, this is kind of the only project on Solana that is building something. I think there might be one other perhaps in as well, but one of the very few, very early stages, no token, no NFTs. And so you can be there in the early on and basically, you know, cash in the beginning. Next up we have Network, which has been seeing pretty nice gains already. So I was kind of on the loose, will I feature this or not? Because, you know, Sandbox, Mana, Network, and Blocktopia, which we're going to be talking about next, all have kind of been seeing incredible gains already, but that doesn't mean that they are not going to be going up more. And Network is more based on... Okay, this is lagging pretty badly. So this is going to be a VR based or artificial reality. So you're basically using VR glasses and you can go into this world. Let's pick out this video here. And this could be interesting. Only thing that I kind of have worries about these VR things is that VR glasses price points are not necessarily on the point that there need to be for mass adoption. So it's going to be a very niche type of a, you know, game you might be building out. In case you're gonna be trying to like make thousands and thousands of people play your game. But I can see the VR chat, you know, that was a popular game, and some of those people might be interested in this one instead. And I think there was a couple of land sales or some NFT sale in the future. They have done something, some sales already, like there's ad space, lands, normal NFTs, staking. And some sales have already happened and some are upcoming. So it's not too late to jump into Network as well. I think the price is also in a downturn. A lot of partners here, very many partners. So, and apparently multi-blockchain support, I guess. And, you know, Doc's team, so that's pretty good. Well, let's jump into our very last project here, which is called Blocktopia. This is on Polygon, and this is kind of like a project which seems to be a bit more for enterprise types of things. So basically, I guess like a world which is tailored towards more for people who are building assets and maybe like doing hubs for their exchange or something like that. You can see a lot of advertisements here. And this seems a pretty interesting one. This is also going to be a VR experience like Network, but based on the footages that I've seen, it seems a bit more of a project that is tailored towards to enterprise clients. As you can see, there's exchanges here, and it seems to be like when you're talking about play, this seems like casino stuff. I'm not sure, but still, it's like 150 times up from its initial price, and there is still like it has gone down also on its price right now, so you can buy the dip basically. But I'm not gonna blab any longer. Obviously, you have all the links down below. Do more research on these projects, learn more about them, read about them, watch the videos and things that they have published out, and see if you're convinced, and maybe then you will be investing. As always, thanks for watching. See you guys on the next video.